Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Nomi Factory GTCEu hard mode. Alright, so today here we are in episode 77. I did do some work off camera, so let's get into that first and then we'll go on to new things. So I upgraded our small ring maker to HV. SBR fluid. We're gonna need what's called styrene butadiene rubber for certain recipes involving the assembly line. So I did kind of get some of that prepared, and I'll get to that momentarily. Clay, right? So I wanted to get conduit facades for like AE2 or for the Ender IO conduits, but I needed clay, right? And clay is not as easy to get as it used to be. Although, I mean, it's not the same way of getting it, but it's still pretty easy. So you can see we have an autoclave recipe, right? Clay dust, clay. Well, clay dust you can get from, I think it's centrifuging diorite dust. And you also get this mirabolite, which I think can be broken down into sodium, sulfur. Ooh, that's pretty good. Water and oxygen, right? So with the clay dust, yeah, that gets centrifuged or claved, and we get clay. And with the clay, then I make the binder and the smelted binder, which then makes the facade. Which I'll get to. I also cleaned up the bottom area as well, so I'll show that off in a moment. Lathe factory. So we went ahead and I don't know if I got the lathe factory done on camera before, but I did get all the recipes moved in there and the machine built, so it is now working. I'll show you that in a minute. And Dynamo, we're still waiting to do that because we still need to get LuV going. So the lathe is a big boy, actually. You can see it over there, the big red machine. Make it a good looky-loo. Alright, so you can see we have all of our patterns in here, and they are 4 input, 8 output, right? Or in the case of the gears, 4 1-to-1. And I also got some HSS items prepared, because I know I said last time I was needing some HSS metals, which I guess that does remind me. We have we're short on HSG for some reason. I swear I'm always using HSG, but you can see over here we have HSS and HSSE on auto stock. If we come over here, if I can get over there, we have the 3 blast furnaces that I put up off camera. So, where's it being attached? Okay. So right, this is making the gold. This is making the S, and this is making the E. I don't even think it's called gold. I just don't know what the G stands for. But at least that's making more SSG. I think it's being broken down for other things too. I'm not quite sure. Feels like I should have more of that. Anyway, so styrene, butadiene rubber, right? I went ahead and got the styrene made, which is styrene is just made from ethyl benzene, and we're getting that for free, basically. Which reminds me, I might have to turn on that coal tar distillation tower at some point. Oops. Ethyl benzene. Ethyl benzene. Okay, we got enough of that for now. Okay, what else? Yeah, not that yet. Okay, so let's go down to the underfloor. You can see I kind of pretty this up a little bit. This part specifically, it's all hidden by the facades now. You can see all the way around, all the way over there, right? And yeah, pretty much this cable goes all the way up there, and it's all hidden. And could probably make this prettier, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, so for the assembler, we can go for the robot arms first. Oh, actually, we're gonna need to get the motors, the very basic. All right, so lubricant and soldering alloy are going to be our base fluids for the time being. And you see here I have soldering alloy and lubricant. Also sodium potassium, that's going to come into play later. Again, I might need another of these 4 input hatches, but we'll see. And if I do, then I'll end up going to a nanupal hatch if I can. Okay, so package auto. We're going to be getting into this. We're going to need this encoder, packager. Okay, I think that's good for now. Come back down here, and I'm going to need somewhere to set this up. Okay, that can't go that way. Maybe I'll go over here. Something like this, maybe. So what I'm trying to do here... Oh, that's the wrong orientation. I'm setting up these packagers. Right? So we have a packager, and it's going to be handling packages that are going to be routed into our little chest here. And I realize I need to get this powered. Okay. Give me a second. Where is the nearest conduit? Alright, is that gonna... No, okay, I need to get under it then. Oh, come on. Okay, so now that should be getting power, and I'll have to clean up this mess I made. Okay, so I'll probably like extend this area into a nice pretty room. Give it like 2 blocks around. Kind of like that. Oh, what the hell? Oh, okay, there we go. Right, so that's the basic idea. And I'll clean up the rest in due time. Okay, so back to what we're doing here. I am going to need a encoder, right? And I'll probably put this like... Let's do it right here. And in that same vein, conduit... Actually, you know what? I think... Yeah, it should work. Then maybe I'll move this, actually. Over here. We're gonna get an anvil. And we're still waiting on the pattern terminal. But that should be done pretty soon. Okay. Pattern terminal. Bada boom. Okay, so cable, no, pattern. I need some of those. Right. We're also gonna need packages. We have 2. How convenient. Though I don't... Actually, we don't even... Oh, you know what? We do need another... Yeah, okay. I remember now. I'm gonna need another 8 of these extensions and another packager because we're gonna need another setup. I kind of future-proof my recipe patterns in such a way that it can account for more than 9 recipes in a craft. So for the time being, it's not going to be a big deal that we're overcomplicating this, but it will just make things simpler as we go forward. Okay, so that's going to take some time. Probably look into getting that replaced. Although I have to wonder what exactly it would be asking for... Oh, probably the processors. Well, I could make it with the microprocessors. I've actually made these off camera, so that would be cheaper. Oh yeah, silicon. This is gonna take a bit of time. So okay, let me try to see if I can explain what I'm gonna be doing. I don't have one sign. Okay, well anyways, I'm gonna have two sets of these, not 3x3 blocks, so 3x3 grids here. One is gonna handle the first part of the package, and the other is gonna handle the other part of the package. So let's see. I'm just trying to remember off the top of my head how this works. Let me try to show you. I might be able to explain it better when I'm looking at it firsthand. Okay, so let's say we only have 6 items here, right? So it's only going to be using one package. So when we have, let's say, more items in here, we now have 2 packages, right? Index 0 and index 1. So what I do typically is the first package will be called a half, and it should have both indexes together. And then I request that package that contains 0 and 1, and I turn it into a recipe. You know what? I'm probably explaining this really poorly. So let's just see if we can't show you firsthand. Why is it putting it... It's putting this item here, not there. That's weird. Although I did, off camera, set up the recipes for the fine rooted wire. And all of these things here. We already have the magnetics. Already had the samarium rod, the samarium metals and such. I just did all the patterns. Okay, so let's see if I can't set this up, make it more clear. So here we're gonna say, oh dang it, I need experience. Oh, this is gonna be a pain in the butt if I can't get experience quickly. Okay, half LuV motor. Right. So we have that, and we save it. Oh, there we go. All right, so we put that in there. So when we say half, wait, is it not connected? Oh, it might need an AE2 connection. That's what it is. Okay. I could probably get rid of the power then, I think. Let me get rid of that connection. That should work, I think. If I did half, there you go. So we have the half LuV motor. Oh, I didn't get the HSS rod. Okay, do I have the packager yet? Okay, I have that. Okay, we have that, cool. Let me just set this up real quick. Okay, that should be the packager. And we'll get rid of that connection, get rid of that connection. Okay. I don't think it really matters, but I'm always paranoid. Right then. So... oh, come on, can I get there, please? Now we're going to say, look... let me just get rid of this first. Okay, so now it's empty. Oh, you know what? I think I may have... no, I don't think it matters. Okay, we're fine. Okay, so now we have a fresh... All right, now we have a fresh cell here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna ask for that LuV. Oh, we still need to go set up the thing real quick. Okay, HSS. Oh, I need to do it over here. HSS rod. HSS rod. There we go. Lathe. Okay. Put that in there. All right, and so now motor. There we go. So it's gonna make that up. And while that does that, I will be right back. Okay, we're back. So I have the package here. You can see index 0. Like I said earlier, it's not going to be as clear, or it might be, depending. For now, we only have smaller items. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to say that half package okay, hold on. I remember what I did here exactly. Give me a second. I gotta pause real quick and I'm trying to remember what I need to do here. Okay, I think I know what to do. So what we do here is we're gonna rename this to full LuV motor. And this is where we put this cobblestone, right? So we have half, and then we had index 0. But if there was an index 1, it would go here, and then we would get the full LuV motor, right? And we'll put that over there in the full slot. So now we should get the full LuV motor there. Now it's just a full, right? And over here, we're going to say, boom, package, give us a motor. And there we go. So if I put that back in there, put this over here, right? And make sure everything is set up here. Blocking. Oh, we need power conduit. Oh, okay. So now that should be good to go. So let's get up here and try and request this motor. Boom, baby. As you can see, it is working. And I need to mute this. So, to explain what happened here, the items, well, they're gone now because they've been used, but the items were shot up into these input buses, and because of only one slot, it can only put in one type of item, of course. Right? So, it put all the items in there in as many slots as it could find for all the items that we had. Now it's done. If I pull out the motor here, bing, bang, bada, boom. Well, there's no achievement for that yet, but now we have an LuV motor. Okay, so in the same vein, we're also going to be needing to do that for the piston. So we're going to come over here. We're going to say load first, so don't mess anything up, right? So now we have the motor again. So now we're going to say piston, and bing, bing, everything in there. So we got the piston. We need. I think we have all the HSS stuff automated. Okay, and we need to get a block, so we'll say half LuV piston, right? And that will go in here. And we'll save that. We will load so we don't overwrite anything by accident. I have done that way too many times to admit. Okay, so we need plates. I thought I had everything covered. Wrong terminal. HSS plate. Bender. Get rid of that. Okay. And plate. Okay, so we should be able to request piston now. Yes. I should put that back in there. Oh, it's gonna make another one, isn't it? I should have remembered to put that back in, but it shouldn't be a big deal. Okay, but this is good. We're making good progress. We have the beginnings of our LuV assembler almost done. LuV assembler. So we're still gonna need the conveyor and the robot arm. So we got the piston coming up, and that shouldn't be too difficult. We do need to get screws. Okay, so we should be able to knock this out today. Oh, it's making their ruler it now. What I might do here is get this piston recipe set up, take a break, come back after I've automated the arm and the conveyor, and then we'll request that up and get our LuV assembler. And then from there, I think would be the dynamo hatch. Not that. Actually. Oh, that's right. We need the LuV assembler to make the coil. Okay, and then we can automate the dynamo hatch in the assembly line. With the quantum circuits. Yeah. So that shouldn't be too bad. This, on the other hand, is going to take some time. Okay. Oh, looks like it's finishing up. The motor's probably going to take a bit of time, isn't it? Oh, no, it's not going to make the motor because it won't make the piston, rather. They didn't request the piston just yet. I requested the package. Okay, so there's our half LuV package. We'll grab our full package. Load. I'll put that in there. Come over here. Full. Save that. Save. So half LuV, full LuV, half LuV. Okay. So that should be good. Oh. Put that. Wait, did I grab it? Grab that out of there. Load. And then okay, there we go. LuV piston. Good, good, good. My brain farted there for a second. I was like, oh shit, did I mess this up? Okay, so let's get rid of that. Put that in there. Put that in there. And save. Oh, wrong. Okay. Bang, bada, boom. Let's request the piston. And it should be making it right just now. Yep, you may have just seen it flash. It's activated. It's pumping. Gonna take not that much time at all, actually. Okay, so we have the piston. Pretty sweet. Okay, so now at this point, then we're just gonna need the arm and the conveyor. So the robot arm is gonna take some circuits. Looks like we can do quantum, which is the green ones, right? Yeah, quantum. Yeah, so that shouldn't be too bad. And then the conveyor is, yeah, basic parts here. We will need to get screws, so probably the one thing that I can probably quickly automate. Let's see, bolts. We need that first. Yeah, extruder, I think. Wait, first off, is that going to be MV? Oh, beans. We're going to need another extension card. Oh, this is going to take a bit of time. we might be finishing up here. Oh, that's for the interface. Not to the card. There we go. Okay, bolts. We gotta drop this off real quick. Oh, damn it. HSS. There we go. Okay. And screw. Screw. That's going to be a lathe. So as you know, we're going to have quadruple the output. Okay. So that should be it for that. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to pause. I'm going to take care of the other recipes and I'll come back when that's done. And we'll have our assembler. All right. Back in a bit. Alright, everybody, welcome back. So it's been a considerable amount of time since I last paused. I actually took a break between recordings, and it's the next day. Anyway, I went ahead and I got the patterns hooked up. I got the, let me get down here. Where's the chesty chest? It's over here. All right, so I got the conveyor and the robot arm all hooked up, and you can see, we can see inside the patterns, right? So we have the package, right? Full robot, and then half, and all the items there. So I hooked it up with the quantum circuits, and everything else is there. Now, to make the arm, however, we did need, not the arm, the conveyor, we did need to make styrene butadiene rubber. And I went ahead and got that hooked up, and I'll get to that shortly. But we also have the assembler now. And I guess I'm not at the quest yet because it's not showing up. But anyway, actually, let me do it this way. Yeah. So now we have the assembler. We're going to make a converter, which I think that should be too difficult considering. Yeah, that shouldn't be too bad. Okay. Right. So as far as the butadiene situation went, where did I put the... Oh, it's upstairs, isn't it? Teleporter. Where's the teleporter? Let's get... Okay. Over here, I hooked up the setup here. So we have styrene, butadiene, and oxygen because we get more dust that way instead of using air, for example. And that is cooking. Well, it's not cooking now, but it cooks until we have about 4 stacks of the dust. And then up in here, we have the dust and the sulfur, and that spits out the rubber. And we have 64 buckets of that cooked up. Right, so that's being spit out there. So that all is being worked to supply our input hatch down here. So I have a feeling we're gonna need more fluid input later. At least I know we're gonna be needing what's it called? Oh yeah, raw growth medium. We're gonna be needing, I think, the sterilized. No? Does the sterilized not... Is it not used in the assembly line anymore? Huh. Okay, well, I don't know then if we're gonna need more fluids for sure, because things may have changed between packs. Okay, so I guess really quick. Converter. We're gonna need to get at least one, or get yeah, a converter, the LuV tower going, because we are gonna need... Oh, what the heck? Oh, okay. We do need to make the dynamo for the we're gonna need to make the coil for the dynamo, and then that way we can get more power. There we go. I can talk. Okay, I think that should be fine. But we need niobium. Okay, so we have the wire. We don't have the 4 or the 16. Okay, not a problem. Okay, so wire. That should be in the wall. And wire, also the wall, and then the cable. I think that can go there. Okay. That should work. Yeah, okay, we're fine there. All right. So that should be cooking up. And we'll be able to get that into use in the next episode because we are just about at the end of today's episode. Sorry this took so long to get out. I've been doing what I can to get these episodes going. As far as the cable here, I don't think we have the uncovered cable. Which in this case, I want to say it's signalum. Yeah, I think it's signalum. It is a superconductor. Oh, wait, can I look up this? Okay, that didn't work. I thought you could look up superconductor like that. Indium. I don't think I want to get into that. Sounds too expensive, honestly. Yeah, we're probably gonna need just be going the signalum cable. What's our supply of signalum? Oh, we don't have supply. I might need to get a situation going for that. A auto supply rather. Okay, well, this is only going to be a temporary solution, and I will probably get a EBF going for this later. But I want to get a 16 times signalum wire, and the converter will be cooked up soon enough. Okay, so that is going to be it for this episode. So glad we finally got the cylinder machine. Next episode, we'll come back. We'll get the dynamo going. We'll hook it up to one of our engines, and probably try and get some more oil going. I think we'll be fine. No, that's not what I want. Like a butane. Yeah, okay. I think we'll be okay for high octane gas, but I gotta make sure we have a good stock. Anyway, I'm rambling on. I will see you guys in the next one. That's all for now.